Hello everyone. So I came across something very interesting while going through all of my flash drives, and I thought it'd be pertinent to read this to you and share the insanity that this is, because it is very, very juvenile, callow, embarrassing, pathetic, really, really bad for what it's supposed to be and for when I have written it. I wrote it senior year of high school, 17 years old, but that's not the point. The point is, this was supposed to be an essay for a college application essay for UNC Chapel Hill. This was one of the short essays I wrote for an essay for the UNC Chapel Hill application. The prompt for this was, what about your background or what perspective, belief, or experience will help you contribute to the education of your classmates at UNC? This is titled 3 a.m. Thoughts. You are not prepared for this. When I started reading this, I was not prepared for it. I cannot remember writing this. I can't believe I wrote this. So just settle in. Settle in. Okay. This is titled 3 a.m. Thoughts. Everyone is in their own little world. They're living in the same world, but they each have a different experience or perceive an event a completely different way than their neighbor. We can never truly know what's going on in anyone's head except our own, and that is such a scary yet fascinating fact for me. Hi, welcome to my TED Talk. Hi, welcome to my TED Talk. In this, I will be discussing the one thought that clouds my mind more than any other. Believe it or not, it first bubbled up in 4th grade when I was reading The Twilight Saga by Stephanie Meyer. I thought that Edward Cullen had the most amazing gift of all. I mean, who wouldn't want to know what everyone's thinking? The sad truth is that we aren't Edward Cullen, so we can't look into anyone's mind, and we don't know what anyone else is thinking. That is a truly terrifying thought. If someone who you consider to be a true friend is thinking about how much they can't stand you, you will never know unless they tell you. And this ends there. So the only thing bringing me any sense of comfort, of solace, however you say that, is that I obviously didn't finish this essay. I obviously didn't finish it, so clearly I didn't submit it. Hi, welcome to my TED Talk. What did I think I was doing by including that in an essay for a college application? This entire thing I am so speechless. I have never been sent reeling so out of my depth, out of control by my own writing. And the fact that I genuinely put time and effort into this, and I considered submitting it for a college application. Hello everyone, I'm editing and actually really curious about where I was going with this. Like, I know what I had in mind for this essay. I just have no idea how I was going to fit it into the prompt. This caught me by surprise. I was not expecting to find this. It was so bad that I dug up the actual essay I sent in with this prompt, and I was like, so much better. I am so curious to know what an admissions officer would have thought had I sent this in. I don't imagine I would have gotten in, but it would have been really interesting to see what their thoughts would have been too. Hi, welcome to my TED Talk. And this thought first bubbled up in 4th grade when I was reading The Twilight Saga by Stephanie Meyer. These sentences are so, like, I was telling my sister, I feel like this is something I would have written in middle school, because it is. What? I mean, it's true. I do think that Edward Cullen has the most amazing gift. Who wouldn't want to know what everyone's thinking? This is not college essay submission essay. This is not something worthy of writing down and sending in for a university application. And I didn't send it in, which, yes, I'm thankful for, but like, I am just astounded by my own, what's the word? Audacity. How audacious I was. I know what prompted this, though. I do know what prompted this. If someone who you consider to be a true friend is thinking about how much they can't stand you, you will never know unless they tell you. Just I do feel like this deserves to be framed. Can I say that? I can say that. This is my writing. I feel like this deserves to be framed and hung up back here. For nothing, if for nothing but to humble myself and get a good laugh out of it, because the sad truth is that we aren't Edward Cullen, so we can't look into anyone's mind and we don't know what anyone else is thinking. That is a truly terrifying thought. I will say, mind reading is my ideal superpower. If I had to have any superpower in the world and it could have only be one, it would probably be mind reading. Or understanding every single language ever, but mostly mind reading. Mostly also because I am an incredibly nosy person, not with intentions of spreading rumors or ill will or negative anything. I'm just really curious about what everyone is thinking at all times ever. I could just ask them. But people are rarely honest about what they're thinking. And that is such a scary yet fascinating fact for me. Wow, when I found this yesterday, it kind of felt like discovering a part of myself. I don't know what to say to this. Hi, welcome to my TED Talk. That's what's kind of really blowing me out of the water right now. Hi, welcome to my TED Talk. In this, I will be discussing the one thought that clouds my mind more than any other. And that is just a lie. It is something I think about often, how cool it would be to read minds. It's not the one thought that clouds my mind more than any other. Wow, just the composition of this entire thing is taking me for a wild, wild ride. I'm so discombobulated. I'm so flabbergasted. I'm so fascinated. Anyway, I wanted to share that with you. An example of what you should not write for university application essays. I didn't submit it. I feel like I don't know why I feel the need to clarify it so much, but I did not submit it. Thankfully, what I submitted was much better, but wow. That's it for this video. If you watched this far, thank you so much. I really, really, really freaking appreciate you. Comment. You know what? You need a comment. Okay, if you watched this far, thank you so much. I really, really, really freaking appreciate you. If you watched this far, comment. Comment. The sad truth is that we aren't Edward Cullen, so we can't look into anyone's mind and we don't know what anyone else is thinking. So, yes. If you watched this far, thank you so much. Comment that down below. I appreciate it. I appreciate that so much. I'll see you all next time. Be kind, be smart, and stay safe, everyone.